Hi everybody, today I'm going to show to you an incredible site that I found that is called Lesson Up. This Lesson Up site is a site in which you can create an interactive lesson. Let's say that it's an interactive PowerPoint that you can work and manage online. So of course, it gives you like 30 days of use in the free trial version, but you can have many interesting things that you can do. Okay? So I'm going to show to you a couple of options here about how to work with Lesson Up. So for example, the lesson that I have over here, I already created. I'm going to put it in the section of edit, right? And you will see many things that you can do. Okay, like for example, what would you do? What would you need to do this interactive lesson? Well, first you need to create it, and after you create it, you can share the link with your students, and your students are going to be able to log, and they can use their email account, or you can set up the login in case you don't want them to add any kind of email, right? Just to add with a specific code that you can provide. So for example, it has many options over here, so you can see. And the thing is that you can show content and also provide questions. Okay, provide questions. Like the one that is over here is a question that I created. You click over here on this button that says add, and it gives you the different type of things that you can put in your presentation. You can add a slide, you can create a new slide, you can add a video, you can add an image, you can hyperlink or include the link to a different website, to a Google map, or to PowerPoints. But what is really nice about this is that you can add different interactions with your content. You can add questions so they can answer simultaneously, as long as they are following your presentation, or you can ask them to make a mind map. You can ask a specific question, or you can ask your students to answer with an image. Okay. You can make a cool exercise about drag and drop. You can have different, like for example, terms, and you can have different definitions, and you can make them match definitions and terms by this dragging and dropping option. You can design an interactive video or create a poll, right? So as you can see, I have created over here this, and it tells you what kind of interaction or what type of slide you have. Like this, the first one that I have is an open question, and it says over here, open question. Then I added a video for them to watch it, okay? And also a slide. You can see over here it says in small letter, slide. You can add information and discuss about the same information. Students are going to be able to watch your images or watch your text, to read your text as you proceed to present. Okay, but you can have also small polls. Like for example, this presentation I used this presentation with a teacher's course that I have. So I was asking them, for them, what's the most fundamental thing about technology in education, if it's about the features that technology has, or how well they design the evaluation of the learning of their students, right? So it gives you different type of options over here if you want them to write down an answer type, or you want them to check for an option type, or to default an answer view, right? And you can go like that and that, adding polls and adding slides with your information, or you can make even quizzes, right? Small slides with quizzes of multiple choice, like in this one, right? and you can define which will be the correct answer, or even select alternative answers if you have more than one answer. And in content, and this is what I was telling you about drag and drop. So you create your sections, okay, that you are going to be like your targets, and then you have your different options that you want your students to drag and drop into different categories in which you have divided the information on here. You can even add these interactive videos in which you can add the link of a YouTube video, for example, but you can manage it as you want it, because at some point you can add different type of interactions. Okay, you just click over here on this yellow button in the bottom that says add at a specific point of the video that you want to, and you can add a quiz, a mind map, a question, an image. Okay, you can do as you want to. As you can see, I included 4 interactions over here on minute 16, 17, 18, and 19, right? So for example, the one that is on 16 is this one. What is the important thing when you define criteria for assessment? And they will have the option to answer, right? And you can go like that with the different video parts. And I think it's an incredible, nice tool. And let me see if I can put it in preview mode so you can check more or less what you're going to do. For example, let's go to previous slide. Okay, let's go back. You're gonna go back, like when you want to share this to your students. This is what I was telling you. There's no need actually. You have 2 options. You can ask them to join with an email, or you can share this link and you can give them this code, okay, so they can access to your online presentation. And then you have this, right? Remember, this was the first question, and students are going to have a blank the questions that are going to be able to see the question in a blank space so they can answer. Okay, and it gives you a ranking of students. It tells you actually which students are answering, because they need to register at least with a name. You can ask them to register with a name. Okay, and you have a video. For example, I have a video over here I wanted to show to the teachers. Okay, so this can be like your trigger event or your trigger moment of your lesson, and then you can carry on with all the content, explaining each one of the slides and letting them to decide and interact with the content. Okay, so I think that is a great tool, and I really suggest you to use it. Okay, and everything is really easy to manage actually. The only thing that I will recommend you is that remember that this is an interactive lesson, so if you are going to teach in a synchronous way, so definitely you will need a platform in which you can show everything to your students, okay, and talk to your students. So you can use it with Microsoft Teams, you can use it with Google Meet, okay, or with Zoom as you want to, but definitely you will have to have a platform in which you are going to talk to your students and manage all the content that you are going to deliver. As long as they get this and they access to your presentation, everything will be just fine. So this is Lesson Up, and it's a great tool. It gives you, of course, a trial version, like 30 days, but the students really enjoy this. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed also this video. Lesson Up, gentlemen.